Welcome to this week's 2-minute critique, and our only goal here is to help photographers get better by learning from the mistakes of others. So let's jump right into it. Our first image is up here, and this is a great picture of a chair. That's right, we took a picture of the back of a chair. Now, here's the deal. I'm always going to acknowledge that I'm not quite sure what the goal of this image is. This could be an image for a furniture store, so then it would be perfect, right? But I'm guessing it's not because I see computers in the background, desk chairs in the background. So I'm assuming this is a corporate headshot of some sort. And so this is just a giant distraction to the shot. It makes no sense to me. It's creating separation. I'm assuming we're trying to show a team that is together. This is not showing that team. And so I know you were probably trying to get creative here, but this is not doing that. Also, there's a lot of elements that are becoming distraction. I do see you created some hair light up here on the edge of their hair. That's great. But what about all these distractions like this TV? Yep, we can Photoshop it out, remove it, or change our angle just slightly, give us a little more breathing room, and then we can see the office that we have decided to have an environmental portrait in. That would make more sense to me. And so these are things that are hindering this particular shot. It's so compressed. There's no breathing room in this. And I understand what you're trying to do. I see the kind of portrait triangle that we're trying to create there. That's great. But you've got things that are happening in this shot that are making it a lot more difficult to be usable. How are we doing on time? 30 seconds. All right, what else can we find in this particular image? Everybody looks good. They're smiling. Hand in the pocket doesn't bother me. Her arm seems to be missing here. That kind of stuff is up for debate on what you want to do with that. But this here flat, again, doesn't necessarily bother me. The picture in and of itself just feels unnatural. All right, 10 seconds. I'm going to save that 10 seconds for another image. All right, let's get going here. All right, so here we go. Next image is up. We've got, this looks like, a body portrait. We want to showcase that he's fit and in shape. I'm not fit and in shape like that, so he looks good for me, but it could be better. The pose is what is really, really making me struggle here. Your pose that you put him in, remember, you submitted this image, wanted me to look at it. So if there are better images that aren't showcasing this, that should have been submitted. But what's happening here is because of your pose, right down in here, you are making him look heavy. And that's a problem, right? I mean, if you're showing bodyscaping, you don't want to make me all compressed and small. It's just going to make me look like, right? That it's going to make me look heavy. It's going to make somebody he looks like he's really fit. And so because of the way we're shooting him, we are making him look weak, believe it or not. So we're taking this high angle, shooting down. That is already going to soften him, right? Again, he's got his shirt off, right? So we don't have his shirt off because we want him to look weak. We want him to look big. We want that hero shot. For something like this, I'd either be right at eye level or shooting up at that person, right? So they look bigger. Right? I mean, look how, I'm just empowering in that moment. No. So this is the kind of stuff you want to be able to do. Get him big. Give him a masculine pose. This does not feel like a masculine pose. This feels more like a fashion style pose, which that's fine, I guess, but he's got a shirt off. So I feel like that's what we got to do. Other things that could be done on this, all of this is a distraction right now, right? Because of the depth of field that is chosen on this, right? So when you start thinking about, should I choose a shallow depth of field or, when should I or not, these are the kind of things that matter. I don't want to see this, guys, right? This is not what I want to see here. I don't want to see, I got 10 seconds. I don't want to see this. That is a massive distraction. I get the environment. That's fine. One last set of issues, cutting off at the joint. We're cutting off at his knees, and it's killing us in this shot. So these are things that we can do to make this image better. All right, next image. Man, tough crowd. All right. Okay, here we go. Next image is up. I'm gonna tell you, when I first saw this image, I like it. I really do like it. Some things that are strong about it, right? He's got this real hip, chill vibe. I mean, granted, he's got tattoos all over his face and hands, but the way his eyes are looking at the camera is just like super moody. And kudos to the photographer. I don't know if you're giving him that, give me that moody look. But he's doing it. So your subject is making it easy for you. And so what I want to do is point out, yet again, how we could make this better. Your eye will always go to the brightest part of the image. And so that cannot be missed. That is the brightest part of the image. And so even if we just do something really, really rudimentary here, and I'm going to go to my, let's just go to a stamp, and 2 minutes, man. And so this is not going to be the best Photoshop in the world, but you're going to get what I'm saying. We just kind of get rid of this, right? So don't judge my Photoshop skills, because that's not what's in play here. But can you see how if we fill that up, right? Look at before and after. Before and after. Now we're going to do it the right way, but by filling that gap, now I'm coming into him a little bit more. It's a simple fix, guys. I know you want to be purist, but that's not what it's all about. Make that image right. Get me drawn into him. Some other things that could be better on this image. We've got a hand, right, growing out of nowhere. So this hand is coming here right out of nowhere. It's just a hand that's right here. Where's that hand coming from? I don't like this, right? So this is not good portraiture to have that hand right there. So also keep that in mind. You know, we could drop that hand out of the frame and it would be in a better image, right? And then a little bit of dodging and burning. So overall, great image. I really do like it, but I'm hoping you agree making those changes can have a big impact. All right, next image. Okay, this could be one of the worst Photoshop dodging and burning I've ever seen. Guys, this is, I'm not even critiquing the image, right? Beautiful girl, she's in a field, that's fine. It's not about that. It's not even about the composition, which we'll talk about in a second. It's about your Photoshop skills, your dodging and burning, your Lightroom. Let me tell you what did not happen in this scene. The light did not come from this direction and magically, right, just hard stop right here in the entire image, so that everything from that red line over just suddenly went black. Like, was there a solar eclipse going on that happened here? This is not natural, and it doesn't look natural. And the biggest telltale sign of all this is this bright area right here. Can't miss it. So I want to say from right here, spot number 1, to right here, spot number 2, you could have potentially a 5-stop difference in light, 4-stop difference in light. It's insane. It's not, light doesn't work that way. So that is a problem in and of itself. So you got to fix that. Okay, so the next image, the next part of this image is your eye goes to the brightest part of the image. Where's the brightest part? Well, you guessed it, right here on the other side of the planet, where it's brightest here. Where should it be? Right here on her face. We need that part to be brighter in the image. That you have control over. So look, dude, I'm just going to do a little dodging and burning here. 20 seconds, no time to do it. You got to figure this out. Screw it, I'm going to do it. We're going long. All right, here we go. It's not 5-minute critiques. I'm getting yelled at, but we can do this one critique. I might still be on time. What if this was a little bit brighter? Oh, timer's going off. Look at that. Don't focus on my technique. Just focus on what's happening here. Now she's a little bit brighter. That's where my face should be going. You can do this through a number of techniques. Don't worry about my dodging and burning, but that is how this image should be edited. Okay, guys, hope this 2-minute critique helped you. Hope you learned something. If you're enjoying these videos, like it, comment it, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next week.